What is up, everyone? Lunar Pony here, back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. And it is new set release day. And you know what that means? Pack opening video. That's right, the Ninja Turtles have finally come to Magic and to Arena. So I have like 53 packs of Turtles to open and 5 Golden packs. So I'm going to start things off with the Turtle packs. And let's see what we get. Okay. Non-creature counter spell, fine. First strike during your turn. When it attacks, you can discard to draw. Sure. Nullification enchantment. Oh, but you can sacrifice it to exile the creature and create a ninja token. That's cool. Token creation. Ninja buff. Oh, it has sneak. Cool. And Taka and Raz are terrible twos. Okay, cast a spell. If an automatic cast it was less than or equal to its mana value, deals 3 damage to that player. Wait. Whenever a player casts a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast it was less than or equal to its was less than its mana value. So if they get a discount, okay, that punishing discounts, that's good. Okay. Okay, when it dies, draw a card. Buffs up when it attacks. Combat damage, draw a card, lose life. Uh-huh. Okay, when it touches the target creature you control, what do you do? It finds up to one creature your opponent controls. +1/+1 trample. Okay. Okay, beginning of end step, draw a card for each card type among spells you've cast this turn. Okay, that's pretty good. A lot of draw power there, potentially. Yeah, I may pause the recording occasionally, because kind of having a bit of a sinusy day today, so in case you had to sneeze and whatnot. Okay, can be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. Cool. Death Touch Squirrel. Okay, this enters or leaves. Create a robot token, artifact creature token. And it can blow itself up to deal 3 to a creature. That's okay. Uh-huh. Meh. Okay, Turtle Tribal Enchantment. For everyone playing Turtle decks, I guess. Sorry about that. Spicy Oatmeal Pizza. Uh, okay, 4 to something, 3 to you. But you can gain the 3 life back by sacking it. Okay. Okay, if it enters, control artifact, draw a card. Nice. There's that again. Like usual, I'm not going to be going over every card. Okay, it's you can when it enters and leaves, you can tap or untap 2 creatures or a creature. Yeah, and then you can sack it to draw cards, and then tap or untap another thing. Okay, that's nice. Ooh, okay. When another creature your control enters, Raphael deals 1 damage to target opponent. That's pretty good. When you can spam out a bunch of tokens and stuff. Okay. Okay, Krang and Shredder. When it enters or attacks, each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, you may cast a card exiled with it without paying its back. Okay, that's pretty good. If you can find a way to blink it, that's really good, actually. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. Okay, Leonardo gets +1/+0 for each other creature you control. Cool. Each creature you control with the counter on it can't provoke by more than 1 creature. And then when it enters, create a mutagen token, which is just like pay 1, tap, sack it, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. Okay. Okay, enters or attacks, sacrifice token or land, gain 3 life. And if a permanent left the battlefield during your turn at the end step, draw a card. Okay, whenever John Telek deals combat damage to a player, the create a token that's a copy of target artifact you control. Oh, okay. Artifact duplication. Nice. So yeah, 42 of these left. Let's try to get... yeah. Anyway. Okay. That's so. When a creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Cool. Discount for if you control turtle. And just buffs up a creature for a turn. Shark Shredder. Apparently that's a thing, apparently. Okay, deals combat damage to a player. Put up to 1 check a creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It enters tapped and attacking that player. Oh, okay. That's neat. Since we're dealing with a lot of ninjas here, I expect a lot of like combat triggers, like deal damage to opponent stuff, you know? Okay. Rhinos you control have menace. Is Rhino a prevalent... Wait. Rhinos you control have menace. It in itself is not a rhino. Although I'm pretty sure the other guy is a rhino. Is Rhino like a prevalent creature type in this game? I don't really think so. Okay, draw 3 cards, put land from your hand onto the battlefield tap. That's neat. Okay, whenever another creature you control dies, you gain life equal to its toughness. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Ooh, okay. More life gain, more synergy for the you gain life, they lose life decks. Especially because that involves, you know, sometimes sacking your own creatures to trigger effects. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay. Okay, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Okay, getting more lands onto the field, that's really good. I mean, it's a 4 cost, so... Although it does have sneaks, you can get it in a turn earlier, if you're lucky. Okay, so look at the top... Okay, one of these type of cards where you can look at the top card of your library, and if it happens to be a whatever type that's specific to this particular card, then you can cast it from the top of the library. In this case, it also gains a additional +1/+1 counter. Okay, Genghis Frog or another mutant you control enters, create a mutagen token. Okay, Purple Dragon Punks, they tap for a red, but only to cast an artifact spell or or activate an ability. Baxter Stockman. When enters, create a robot artifact creature token. In the return, a target artifact creature you control gains +3/+0, gains first strike and vigilance. Pizza Face Gastromancer. Okay, when it enters, create a food token. At the end step of a permanent left the battlefield under your control. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 creature or up to 1 other target artifact or creature. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 mutant creature in addition to its other types. Then for 10 mana and tap, you can sacrifice it and gain 15 life. That is certainly something. Oh, wild card. Okay, stuff leaves field, gets +1/+1 counter. Bebop and Rocksteady. Ooh. When it attacks your block, sorry, when it attacks your block, sacrifice a permanent unless you discard a card. No, thank you. God, I wish I was feeling better today. Anchovy and banana pizza. When it enters, destroy target creature. Sack to gain 3 life. Ooh, class. Okay, level 1, whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Level 2, whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had a counter on it, gain 2 life. And level 3, whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That is nice. Like, it benefits creatures attacking. If a creature does leave you and has a counter on it, you gain life. And it just makes it easy to put counters on stuff. Okay. Kitsune, Dragon's Daughter. When enters it deals combat damage to a player, you may exchange control of two other target creatures controlled by different players. Okay, so swapping stuff around. Cool. Okay, next one. Okay, Eastwind Avatar. Creature you control enters. Gets +1 until end of turn. Turncoat Kunoichi. When enters, choose target creature an opponent controls. Exile that creature until this creature leaves the battlefield. If this creature's sneak cost was paid, instead exile the chosen creature. Okay, so another one of those. Basically, get rid of it until it leaves, except in this case, you have a way to get rid of it permanently. Okay, that's not bad. Either temporary or permanent removal. Okay, Omni Cheese Pizza. When it enters, draw a card. For 1 and tap, sacrifice, add 1 mana of any color. 2, tap and sack, gain 3 life. Venus, torn between worlds. Whenever it's dealt damage, put that many +1/+1 counters on her. It has to survive. But whenever a creature you control with counter on it deals combat damage to a player, you may pay blue, and if you do, draw a card. Okay, that is interesting. It's like Venus continually grows stronger the more damage is dealt to her, as long as she survives the turn. Armagon, Future Shark. When enters, destroy up to 3 target creatures. Okay, that's simple. Okay. Okay, and Lita, a little orphan amphibian alliance. Okay, whenever another creature you control enters, choose what has been chosen's turn. So +1/+1 counter on Lita, food token, or scry 1. Not bad. Raphael the Night Watcher has sneak. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. Okay, cool. Okay, Raphael, most attitude. Okay, another creature you control enters, exile top card of library, attack. And until end of turn, play a card exiled. Eh. Sally Pride, Lioness Leader. When enters, create X2 red mutant creature tokens, where X is the number of non-creature tokens you control. When attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Okay, I think from now on I'm just going to do the open 10 option. Okay, got that. Okay, Kitsune's technique. Basically, target opponent mills half their library rounded up, and you can sneak it out for just 2 mana. Splinter Radical Rat. If ninja creature ability triggers, it triggers twice, and can make it so a ninja can't be blocked. Savanti Romero times exile. Okay, beginning of coming on a turn, +1/+1 counter on it. Then draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of counters. Okay, risky, but could be worth it. Don and Leo, problem solvers. Okay, end step, exile up to 1 target artifact you control, and 1 creature. Oh, so it's a artifact and creature bounce. Okay. Spencer's technique. Okay, search library for a card, put it on your hand, and you can sneak it out as well. Raphael's technique. Each player can discard their hand and draw 7. Okay, Chrome Dome. Artifact creatures. Yeah. Other artifact creatures you control get +1/+0, and then for 5, create a token that's a copy of another target artifact you control. It gains haste, sacrifice, and end of turn. Okay. There's that again. Okay. Donatello Wheel of Machines. When an artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter. Okay, Brilliance Unleashed. Choose one of both, deals 5 damage to target creature, or choose target artifact card in your graveyard, return to the battlefield if it's an artifact creature card, otherwise return it to the battlefield, and it's a 3/3 robot artifact creature with flying. Okay, so, artifact retrieval, that's cool. Okay, Old Hob, Alley Cat Blues. Beginning of combat, your turn, create 2/2 red mutant creature token, it gains haste, destroy it at the beginning of the next end step. Doesn't say sacrifice it, so you can use its secondary effect and make the token indestructible, and it survives the end step. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case. Okay, April, Reporter of the Weird. Whenever she deals combat damage to a player, draw that many cards and discard a card. Okay, turtle with plane cycling and creates a token, sure. Okay, right. Okay, searching, tunnel rats. Just each 5 mana to return to the battlefield from the graveyard. Tapped? No thank you. That's too expensive. Guac and Marshmallow Pizza. When it enters, creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Untap it. Sack the game 3 life. Also, I hit my vault progress. Yay! Okay, back to the packs. But yeah, I don't really know too much about turtle lore or anything. I primarily only watched like bits and pieces of the 2003 series. Okay, Leonardo's technique. Return 1 or 2 target creature cards, each with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, cheap revival. Krang Mastermind. Affinity for artifacts. Cool. Okay. When it enters, we have fewer than 4 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. And gets +1/+0 for each other artifact you control. Ooh, okay. Got a fancy artwork. Ronin's Arsenal, Conqueror's Flail. Okay, equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents you control, and as long as it's attached to a creature, your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. So, just a hard no to them trying anything on your turn. That's cool. Slash reptile rampager. Ah, God, my nose. Making it hard to talk sometimes. Okay, when another creature you control enters, deals 2 damage to each opponent. When it attacks, create a 2/2 red mutant creature token, which then causes it to deal 2 damage to each opponent. Okay, that's cool. Ravenous Robots, whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a robot token. And then for red and tap, creature tokens you control gain haste until end of turn. That's pretty neat, actually. Madam Null, Power Broker. Okay, Death Touch, whatever. Whenever another creature you control enters, you may pay life equals to its power. If you do, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Okay. That actually. Combine that with the thing that says like, oh, when a creature with a creature with counters dies, gain life equals to its toughness or whatever. That could combo very easily. Okay, Leonardo leader in blue. When it enters, if a sneak cost is paid, creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn, and you can pay to give him life to give him first strike. Casey Jones, Dirty Rig Justicar. Okay, enters, look at top 4 cards, reveal artifact, put into your hand. Rest of them go to the bottom of the library in random order. God, I'm just so stuffy today. Ugh. I chose a bad day to record this. Okay, neutrinos. An elf rebel. That's interesting. Okay, whenever another creature you control enters, gets +1/+0 until end of turn. When it attacks, exile up to 1 target creature you own. Then, okay, so when you attack, you can bounce another creature you own, and it returns tapped and attacking. That's interesting. Okay, Turtle Lair. It's a creature type specific land, where it taps for colorless, or it taps for 1 mana of any color, but only if it's to cast a ninja or turtle spell. But you can also tap it, pay 3 and tap it to make it so a ninja or turtle can't be blocked this turn. So that's cool. Okay. One of those, okay, one or both. Creature gets +3/+3, creature gets -3/-3, and a sneak for a 1 cost discount. Go Ninja Go. I get that reference. Okay. Master Mark 3. This creature can attack unless you control another artifact. Meh. Okay. Mind Transfer Protocol. Until end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/5. Draw a card. Okay, bot bashing time, 6 damage to target creature. If it would die, exile it. Okay, not too many new cards there. Okay, last set of 10 for the main packs. Ooh, Dark Leo and Shredder. Okay, has Sneak. Attacking ninjas you control have Death Touch. Whenever Dark Leo and Shredder deal combat damage to a player, create a 1/1 Black Ninja creature token. If you control all 5 or more ninjas, that player loses half their life rounded up. Ooh, okay, so a ninja spam strategy. Cool. Wild card, wild card. Ooh, another class. Wonderful. Cool but rude. Right, level 1. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Okay. Level 2, whenever you discard a card, this class deals 2 damage to each opponent. Okay, makes the first one worth it. Or more worth it. Level 3, when this class becomes level 3, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle, and then discard a card at random. That is never seen play, probably. I mean, unless you want to get another trigger of the level 2 option. Ooh, okay. Ooh, Underworld Breach. Okay. Each non-land card in your graveyard has escape. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost, plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. At the beginning of the end step, sacrifice is permanent. Turtles Forever. Okay, search your library and or outside the game for exactly 4 legendary creature cards you own with different names, then reveal those cards. An opponent chooses 2 of them. Put the chosen cards in your hand and shuffle the rest into your library. So it's just like, get cards from your side deck, you get 2 of them, the others go to your deck. That's nice, actually. Okay, anything interesting? Okay, Fugitive Droid. Can't be blocked if an artifact enters your... Ah. This creature can't be blocked if an artifact entered the battlefield under your control this turn. But you can also sacrifice it and counter a target spell that targets an, that targets an artifact or creature you control. That's really nice. Okay, anyone else? Okay, Tainted Treats. Destroy target artifact or creature. If its mana value was 4 or less, create a food token. Uh, Mighty Mighty Mutanimals. Enters, create a red mutant creature token. Another creature enters. +1/+1 counter on target creature control. Rocksteady Crash Courser. There's the Rhino. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. Boards you control can't be blocked by more than one creature. Okay, Foot Ninjas. It has Sneak. When it enters, gain 3 life. Okay, time for the Mythic Packs. Have it. Okay, Krang Ultram Warlord. Ooh. Okay, Flying, Trample, and Indestructible, Haste. Other artifact creatures you control have Flying, Trample, Indestructible, and Haste. Oh, wow. Okay, this is like the artifact commander, the one who wants stuff to stick around, for the most part. I mean, they don't get hexproof, so they can be exiled or bounced. But other than that, you can block flyers. You can trample through them. They can't be destroyed by normally by battle or damage, and they can attack or tap the turn they come out. So that's pretty good. Okay, got a Saga, the cloning of Shredder. Okay, let's see now. Step 1, exile target creature card from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary, and is a mutant in addition to its other types. And then 2 and 3, create a token that's a copy of the card exiled with the Saga, except it isn't. Oh, so basically you can make 3 copies of something you exile from your graveyard. That's decent value. Northwind Avatar. When it enters, if you cast it, you put a card from you own from outside the game into your hand. Oh, so it's just a free side deck into hand thing. Okay. And creating Ultra Warlord again. Okay, Shredder Unrelenting. Sneak, Death Touch. When it enters or attacks another target creature you control, gains Death Touch until end of turn. And that's it for the new stuff there. Okay, all that's left is the gold packs. Okay, here we go. Nope. 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 Oh, Sozin's Comet. Yeah, that's a nice little pickup there. Okay, Badgermole Cub. Okay, yeah, that's good. Creatures tap for additional blue, additional green. Okay, Rat King for Minister. Okay. If a permanent left the battlefield under control, create a 1 little black rat creature token, and put a +1/+1 on Rat King. Sacrifice 3 rats. Return target creature card and all other cards with the same name as that card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Uh, Useful, but not as useful as it would be outside of Commander. Ooh, Itali Primal Storm. Nice. That is a good pull. Valley Flamecaller. Okay, good for Lizard Mouse Auto Raccoon decks. Agent Bishop. Oh, just beginning of turn, do you just get 2 free +1/+1 counters? Ooh, Kona Rescue Beastie. Oh, I've heard of this card. Oh no. Okay, Tender Wild Guide. Dawn and Wrath Hard Science. When it attacks, next non-creature spell you cast this turn has affinity for artifacts. Bonus Light Dancers. Okay, when it enters, search your library for a black card, a green card, and a blue card. Put those cards into the graveyard and shuffle. And Max and Shape Thief. Oh, it can just enter as a copy of an artifact or creature you control. So, free copy of an artifact. Well, not free, you still have to pay for, but still. And has Flash. So Okay. Oh god, imagine someone's attacking you and you blink this out and hey look, it now enters as Portal to Phyrexia. You have to sacrifice 3 creatures. Okay, so yeah, that is the pack opening for Ninja Turtles. Got some decent hits. Do wish I was feeling a bit better, but you know how it is sometimes. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and come back next time for okay, next time will probably be the next set pack opening video. I haven't really had time to do magic stuff lately, so I haven't really been playing as much. I do have to get back to around to it sometime, but things are gonna be kind of hectic coming up soon, so who knows. Anyway, thank you all for watching, hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, take care, and I will see you all next video. Later.